The devil went to Jamaica. He was looking to sell some weed. He was doing fine. They were standing in line. It was excellent weed indeed. When he came across this young man...
Hi. Today, we're going to look at this wheel. Basically, riding up here in northern Indiana, where it's snow and there's a lot of salt, these bikes take an abuse, especially if you ride all year long. If you try to ride all year long, that is. I put about 8,000 miles on mine a year so far without any problems. The problem is aluminum. It takes a real beating from this salt. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and show you a little trick that I learned, and maybe it'll help you. And we'll show it, and we'll get on it right now.
He was likewise peddling pot, and the devil slid down the beach to the kid and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you kind of figured I'm a reefer head, of course.
All right.
And after all this time, I guess that I'm a connoisseur of sorts. Now, your stuff smells okay, but this could tranquilize a horse. I'll bet $1 million in cash against your stash because I think mine's better than yours." The boy said, "My name's Johnny, and you ain't smoked nothing yet. One hit of this grass will kick your ass. You got yourself a bet. Johnny, roll a ball of hash and make sure it's the bomb, 'cause the devil's got the kind of stuff they smoked in Vietnam. You'll get $1 million smackaroos in cash if you can cope, but if you can't, the devil will get your dope." The devil packed a bong with a little Acapulco gold, and resin flew from his fingertips as he fired up his bowl. He filled that chamber all the way, and he took a mighty hit. And as they passed it back and forth, it gave them both a coughing fit.
Saddle seat and a bitch seat. Nuts back on my bolts here. And we're going to take off the saddlebags. They just remove a couple pins. Okay, so I'm going to lift this bike up with my lift. This lift is a Craftsman ATV motorcycle jack. It's 1,500 pounds. It's a pretty good investment. And we're going to go ahead and lift this up right now. What's underneath here? I'm going to get it pretty high because I'm going to be working on that rear wheel. Okay, now, since it's up here, I would recommend that you strap it down. Back here? That side is not clean. And that side is. So believe me. And that took me a few minutes. And basically what you want to do is you want to have, I use 2 small coffee cans. I drink a lot of coffee. And I keep one as my dirty, where I dip, and then I go into my other one and put it in there, because this is a wet sand job here. You clean this up. Now your best ideal thing is, and I start out, of course I start out cutting with the 500, then I go to the 1000, and then I go to the 2000. It's not really pushing on it very hard, but it takes all that. What it does, it gets it down to the aluminum. Now what you want to do is of course you'll want to get your mothers out after that, and emery if you really want it to come into real nice stuff, like it was someplace you can really see, like on your front tubes and stuff. You might want to get one of these emery cutters and a spinning wheel, and you can probably buff that right down to a aluminum finish that looks really good, like take it to the shop. Now this is just something to get you through. Now the next thing you want to know is you're going to want to use your mothers to clean this all the rest of the way, polish it the rest of the way out, and then if you need to put a coating back on it, I wouldn't, you can put the clear coat on it, might last 2 years again, and then you're down here doing this again. Myself, I would wax it, keep waxing it, clean your bike up the same way, just keep wax on it and keep mothering it and then wax it. And then if you are riding in this weather where it's salt, and there's salt on the road and stuff, you can just take some WD-40, spray over all your aluminum parts. Yeah, people might, might not look good, but your bike isn't going to look good anyway if you're riding in from November till March, whenever there's any oxidation around, because aluminum oxidizes and protects itself. It doesn't rust like a ferrous material. It oxidizes, puts a coat on it, and that stops it from rusting anymore, which is basically a rust. It's not a rust, but oxidizing. So that's basically it. I'm going to finish this rest of this wheel here, and I'm going to I'll come back and talk to you in a few minutes.
When the bowl was finished, Johnny said, "Hey man, that stuff was great, but fill your lungs with some of this and prepare to vegetate. Cannabis sativa, sweet Mary Jane. The devil's in the backyard frying his brain. Zigzag filled with a diggity dank. Hold on tight, it'll hit you like a tank." The devil nodded off because he knew that he was stoned, and he asked if he could buy an ounce of the stuff that Johnny owned. Johnny said, "Devil, just come on back if you ever want to catch a buzz. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, mine's the best there ever was." And they fired up doobies one by one. Ain't it gonna stop till the bag is done. Green as a bullfrog, sticky as glue. Granny, do you get high? Yes, I do.